Hello friends. In today's lesson, we're going to talk about height or depth of a given binary tree. So the problem statement is you will have a binary tree given and you need to find out the depth or the height of the binary tree. Let's first understand what is the height of a binary tree. So if you look at the current tree, what has been given, every node has every node has a left subtree associated with it and a right subtree associated with it, right? So this is true for all the trees. Okay, so what is the height? So height is, so for the node 1 the height is 1. Okay, so for every node when you progress towards the left side or the right side, we can calculate the height basically. So for node 3 the height will be 2. For node 6 the height would be 3. Similarly, if we are moving in the left side for the node 2, the height would be 2. And for node 4 and 5, the height would be 3. Similarly, for the node 7, the height would be 4. So if you need to find the height or depth of a binary tree, so you need to find the height of left subtree, okay, and then height of right subtree. Okay, so what we said, you need to find height of left subtree, left subtree, and similarly height of right subtree. Once we calculate this, so height of the left subtree is 4 and height of the right subtree is 3. Okay, so whichever is greater between the left subtree and right subtree, whichever height is greater, so that will be the height of the binary tree. So in our case, height of the left subtree is greater. So 4 should be our answer. For this tree, the answer should be 4. Okay, so given this tree, we should print 4. How we can do it programmatically? We can use the recursion to find the subtree of each given node. Okay, using recursion and and then calculating the final height by comparing the left subtree height and right subtree height. Okay, let's see how we can write the code for it. I'll go to Visual Studio now. If you are following my lesson, so we are using this solution. This solution is available on the GitHub repository. You can find the link in description. We can use the same solution to write the code for finding out the height of the tree. Okay, so till now we have created two classes. One is for tree traversal and another one we created for tree operation. So in tree operation we have implemented if a binary tree is binary source tree or not. So today we are going to implement another method. So let's say we'll call this as public static. So this is going to give us back the height. So height would be integer. So I would say, let's say get height and let's pass the node value to it. So this is my root node. So our objective is to find the left height and the right height using recursion. So what I can do is I'll just pass an integer variable here called int height. So in case the root is null, that means there is no element in the tree. In case there is nothing in the tree, so we should send back saying that is the height of the tree is 0. So let's write our base condition first. So I'm saying if root is equal to null, Then I'm gonna return whatever the value of the height. So this value we can pass it from the driver code or the main method. Okay, so now what we are gonna do, we want to find the height of this left subtree and then height of the right subtree. So here, let's say I will catch the left height using this variable. Okay, so I'll call the same method using recursion. So get height. Now I'll pass root dot, let's say left child. Once it is going to the left side or right side, the value is increasing by 1. This is true in all the cases. So here it's going to the right side. The value has increased by 1. Okay, so we'll do the same thing. Now root dot left child. Now what we'll do is, so instead of height, so we'll also increase the height value to height plus 1. Okay. Now let's calculate for right height. So let's say right height. So I'll do the same thing. And instead of root dot left child, now we are gonna pass root dot right child and same height plus 1. Now once this recursion completes, so we will have the height of its left subtree as well as the right subtree. Now how we can get the height of the complete binary tree? Whatever is the maximum value between left subtree and the right subtree, that should be the height. So let's do that. Return if left height is greater than right height. In that case, return left height, else return right height. Okay, so that's all the code we need. And now let's test our code by calling this from our main method. So I'll go to program.cs. So this is our static main method where the execution start, where we have few other implementation regarding the tree traversal and the tree operation as well. Okay, so currently if you look at, I already have the tree constructed for me. So it has the value till 5. So it has the value till 5. So now we need to add another node to it, 7. So this tree we have constructed in our first video where we explained about in order, pre-order and post-order traversal in a recursive way. Okay, so now to this tree, so to this left child, I'll add a new node 7. So I'll say root dot left child dot left child dot left child equal to new node. So we are adding a new node 7. Now our root is ready. So we want to display the height of the tree. So let's say I'll say variable height equal to tree operation dot get height. Now get height takes root value and it also takes a height parameter. So it's just we are starting it out. So I just pass a 0. So height of the tree is 0. Okay, so let's print it. So I'm gonna print console dot right line. The height of the tree is okay. So whatever the height we have calculated. Okay, let's run it and our expectation is it should return us back 4 like we evaluated it over here. Let's run the code and see. Okay, the execution is finished. If I go to the console window, so you can see this line, the height of the tree is 4. So we are successfully able to retrieve the height of the given binary tree. Let's do the dry run of the implemented core using another tree. So let's say our tree value is 1 and 2. Let's say here it is 3 and here it is 4. Okay, for this tree, the height should be here. For node 1, height is 1. For node 2, height is 2. For node 4, height is 3. For node 3, height is 2. So the final height should be 3. This should be our answer. Now let's see if we can get this answer by using our code. So let's do the dry run of this code. So what are our values? Our values are root. Then we have height. Okay, then we have left height and right height, two variables. For left height and right height, I'll take it as LH and RH. Okay, so let's start the dry run. From program.cs, we are calling get height by passing the root node and the value 0. So the root value would be 1. Root value would be 1. So height is currently 0. These two has not been initialized yet. The next statement should be line number 47. If root is equal to null, for us root is not equal to null, so it's gonna execute line number 50. In line number 50, it's again calling root dot left child. Root dot left child is 2, so it's gonna call 2, and we are also incrementing the height by 1, height plus 1, so the height value would be 1. Now again what we are doing, so this line is still executing. Again we are executing on the root dot left child for node 2. Okay, for node 2, now the root will become 4 and height will become 2. For 4, it will again execute line number 50 and it will pass root dot left child as null. So it passed it as null and the value or the height value is 3. Okay, so if it is root is equal to null, then what we are doing, the left height value is 3. Okay, now in this case, now this execution completes. This execution completes. Now for this execution, so for 2, it will execute line number 51. So 2 dot right child is again null. So it's gonna give us back the value 2. Between 2 and 3, 3 is greater. So this statement is gonna give us back 3. It should come back to node 1 and execute the right subtree. For right subtree, again it's gonna pass the node 3 and the height as again 1. Okay, and then it's gonna pass the root dot right child again. For node 3, it's gonna execute again line number 50. For line number 50, node dot left is null, so this value will be null, and the height would be again incremented by 1, so this value will be 2, and for this the left height would be 2. Okay, now it's gonna execute line number 51. So node dot root dot right child is again null, so it's gonna have null and it will increment the value to 2. This value we have got left height is equal to 2 and right height is equal to 3. Now it's gonna execute line number 53. So in line number 53, if left height is greater than right height, so it's gonna return us back left height, else it's gonna return us back right height. So in this case, right height is greater, so it's gonna return us back the value 3. That's it for today. Please subscribe to this channel, and in upcoming sessions, we'll continue on trees, and then probably we'll move to linked list, then stacks and queues.